What's going on, guys? Today's a great day. We're going to take the car and drop it off at Pro Auto. Finally doing long tubes. If you saw my last video, you'll know that we changed the color up, but here is the last startup of the current setup. Today's sponsor for the video is me. Finally made merch, decided to test the waters with merch. Decided the best place to start is stickers. So, got these two little stickers. It's my logo. I just made the logo, it's like a cutout, and my border on my channel. Figured that's the best way to start is that. Also figured out the easiest and most convenient way to sell these is on Etsy. I don't really want to pay for a website yet when I just have two stickers. So the link is below. Yeah, I have merch now. Great. Very boaty. When you go up next to walls, since it has the side dump right here, it just screams. Well, not screams, it's loud. Yeah, I've been wanting long tubes for the longest time. Just having to work out this is how it is. I'm doing JBA silver ceramic, and then an off-road X-pipe, GT500, which is no resonators, and then a Corsa Extreme, so should be pretty loud. For this video, link below, and it's right here. Where's it right here? I don't know. Is kind of what I went off. So that should be what it sounds like somewhere. Yeah, they close at 6. It's 5:30. Takes about 30 minutes to get there, so we got to skedaddle. I also want to point out, right now we're just idling. Pretty quiet. One thing I liked about the Corsa advertisement, and it is true, it's very quiet at idle, and it gets really loud when you stomp on it. So we'll see if that continues with the long tubes. Made it with a minute to spare. Nick just texted me and said he had to leave. Just do the usual key thing when he's gone. But today they put up a sign, so it looks official now. Just look at that. So good. And he also has some cool cars just sitting out. Skyline, I don't know. Looks like a GTR. Can you even see that? Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, Skyline GTR. Another Skyline GTR. Could be a GTS. Again, right-hand drive. It looks like there's no transmission. Here's also a reference of the blue to Pro Auto blue, so the wrap is horrendous. I don't know if I showed you, but I plan on replacing the spoiler, so I very quickly wrapped it and messed up on the wicker bill, but this is really my first real wrap. Kind of know what to do next time. But yeah, it's warped there, and it sometimes will let water in, so we gotta replace it. But I mean, overall, with overspray still on it, looks pretty good. Once I wash this and detail it, should be good. There's no ride. So it's out in the wild. What do you think?
I think it's good. I mean, I can tell the tail fin doesn't match exactly, but
It's close enough.
I like the wheels. I think the wheels look really good. I guess after they get painted, they always look really good because they're all shiny. Are you filming me?
Yeah. So like I was saying, unfortunately we can't stay or film any of the install. The shop policy, it's all based on their insurance, I believe. They just don't want non-workers in the Bay areas because they can get hurt. Totally understandable, but it sucks because I'd like to film a time lapse or something. But yeah, I almost didn't do it. But like I said, I got JBA, bought new headers and X-pipe because I got a deal on Lethal Performance, which dealing with those guys in that company, JBA and Lethal Performance, great, I highly recommend it. I was like, a thought occurred to me. I was like, you know what? I'll make sure the X-pipe fits just before I take it. Pulled out the old over-axle pipe, and it is like the same size as this. So started freaking out, and I was like, hey, don't think it's supposed to be like this. Pretty sure one is supposed to slide over the other. I don't know if that's over-axle slides onto the X-pipe or the X-pipe slides onto the over-axle, but pretty sure one slides onto the other. And they're like, well, send some more photos and videos and explain it, and we'll contact the company because we're not really 100% sure. And I texted Nick at the same time. Nick replied, yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. There's a clamp that goes over both of them. They butt up to each other. I was like, so we're all good? And he goes, yeah, we're all good. I was like, all right, I'm on my way. Initially, the car will not have a tune. This video, somewhere up here, he said he hasn't ran a tune with JBA for a while. you know, no issues for like 7 months. Which I won't be running it that long. I'll be running it for a week maybe. Came over from Clemson, somehow forgot the tuner, which is one of the key parts of this whole equation. Yeah, I was like, Nick, are we still good to run it without a tune? He goes, yeah, people do it all the time. You're gonna get these codes, but it won't be too bad. So not a big deal. I just keep it low RPMs, even though the other guy said he took it to the drag strip and all that. I don't trust it that much.
Well, I hope you weren't getting delivery from this guy. Or I hope they didn't pack your stuff at the front of the truck.
A little roasty toasty.
You know, and the bad thing is, where's the fire truck?
I bet that just happened.
It just happened.
Oh, wow.
Oh, dang it.
Here we go. It's gonna take a while. It's a whole lot quieter than I thought it would be. But the real test is driving. All right, this thing is ridiculous. It pops every time you let off the gas. I didn't even get like a gurgle tune or whatever you want to call it. Burble, gurgle, pop, crackle, Rice Krispie tune. I didn't even do that. I just wanted a tune for a daily driver car. And it pops like crazy. Also, that fire truck that was on fire that we passed, yeah, this is the result of that. Thought I could sneak around it, but everybody else was trying to sneak around it too. And to make things even better, there's a cop 2 cars in front of us. We'll see how it goes. This is the worst thing that could have gone wrong driving back home. Standstill traffic. I have to ride the clutch. We're not even going fast enough to let the clutch out. And it's like up a hill, all the way. It's great. All right, now we're going, but still. And it's also not terribly loud in here. One reason I got the Corsa was because they're like, we don't have any drone. And I was like, okay, I don't want drone. And sure, you pay a little bit more. You pay probably a lot more. But it's so worth it. Because cruising, this is pretty much like a straight pipe car. You can barely hear it. Cruising, 70, 2,000 RPM. And this is the drone. I can live with this. This isn't anything. This is just like it was, kind of. I will say the exhaust note is not as deep or boaty sounding, but that's also because we got rid of a side dump and the H pipe and went to an X pipe, so it will be a lot more raspier and I guess higher pitched. Yeah, I wonder how it sounds outside the car. Nick said I can get on it. I can just pan it the whole way to Clemson, but I'm not. I probably won't get above 3,000 for a while, just because I'm cautious. But I also want the final tune and not the bass tune. Oh wow, look at that. Another wreck. Man, I love Columbia. All these drivers know what they're doing. Drivability seems the same. Like the throttle, I actually haven't gotten on it, so I'm not gonna comment about the throttle. But just cruising, it feels the same. Feels a little slower, but that could be they made it richer or something for the bass tune, just so it doesn't like damage anything. I don't know. It doesn't feel jerky, if that makes sense. So once we get the full tune, we'll see if it is true, like there's a point where all the power comes on. Because I've heard it both ways. I've heard Lund, oh, it's a power point, like once you hit 3,500, then all the power comes on. And I've also heard that with Palm Beach Dyno. And like I said, the only reason I went with Palm Beach Dyno is because they support SCT still, and I didn't want to purchase a new device. But I was waiting, and going through a neighborhood, that road that was backed up, heard one girl yell, "Look at that car!" I know, crowd favorite right here. Not a crowd killer, but a crowd pleaser. JBA headers, long tube headers, off-road X-pipe, resonator delete, and Corsa Extremes you could highway this every day. And I will highway it every day. It does pop a lot. That's the only downside. That's it. It pops a lot. That's it. Not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that's the only downside I can think of. Got to move the car to wash it. So here's a true cold start, because it wasn't really cold at Privado. Quiet though, which isn't bad.